Folks, telling you what, me and my German microphone, thank you. We thank you for taking time out of your life to come here and bend your knee at the greatness of this podcaster. I'm so phenomenal. I drink. I'll tell you what. Here, I'll start this one out as like the story of this actual porcelain uh, coffee mug. You can see it's very, very, very Canadian. It's got a moose, and I don't want to go into details, but I guess I will. Well, the lady who gave it to me, it was a Christmas gift when I was driving the school bus, and her little boy, real sweetheart of a kid, you know. He um yeah, his mom, like Christmas time, school bus drivers, you get a little gift package from some of the parents. They greatly appreciate your service, and it was this was like I got a whole like Tim Hortons pack. I think I got like a packet of coffee grinds, ground coffee. When you're gonna say like, oh, I only do fresh ground. I need whole beans. I'll just give this back to you. No, no, no. You take the gift. You know, and it's like this is one of the few porcelain mugs that I've yet to crash on the floor in a drunken stupor. It's held up, and I just love drinking coffee out of this. Mm, tastes better out of a Christmas gift mug. Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. Strangely enough, like yeah, her boy had the same name as me, which is um uh like yeah, my name is like my first name is uncommon. I don't know what my mom was thinking. Like, she could have named me a Tyler or a James or whatever she wanted, right? She chose the name she did, and like so now I'm like, sort of the like 0.001%. No, well, not that deep, but 0.07 ish, or maybe point 7 ish. Like if you go to India, I'd be like top 0.0000001%. If that, if my math is on on the dial. Remember dials? We don't get any dials today. Everything's like point. It's like a touch screen. Touch here for sub menu. There's a boop. It's like, oh yeah, no, it's like, oh yeah, yeah, that's what I want. Boop. It's like a rabbit hole, man. And it's like you think you know the rabbit hole, and then you shuffle down there, and then maybe what if it forks off? And it's like, oh fuck, man. This is like I knew this would happen. I had a dream about it like 3.5 years ago. You know. Mm. Biggest downfall of my financial life is I can't even find them. I go c I go mental, like, if I don't have, tobacco, because I kinda grew up with it, and it's, like, always been a part of my life. I'm like, "Oh my goodness, where are my" you know what? I'm not gonna flip out around. Ah, they're there. Oh, oh. Just like, see that sigh of relief I just breathed, and I'm like, "Thank goodness." Like, you know what? It here's gonna like, this is false advertising, man. Like, they don't come out like a crescent. They come out like a they come out like, I can't even read the right like, my eyesight is so poor. Like, I just look at this, I'm like, looks like, uh, I mean, it looks like, some kinda cipher, some kinda cryptic stuff, like, they write next to this. Like, I see the picture, it's like, I'm thinking, "Well, I get this, like, semi a quarter of a pretzel, type thing," and, pull it out, and it's just a boring fucking straight thing, you know? But, here's how you do it. You put the filter side like that, and then I've got a you can have you don't have to use a butane lighter. You could use a book of matches or any source of flame, and then get it going. Always breathe out the first, puff. Don't inhale the first puff ever, 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 ever. And just, blow that out and then, like, think, talk to the camera, and then, take a drag, man. If it's good if it's good tobacco, you shouldn't cough too much. See, I didn't cough too much. It was a little cough. No, second drag. Your lungs are ready. You do try not to cough. Yeah, I can deliver this next line without coughing. Um, do the French inhale. Well, let's do it again. Here. Take 2. Okay, I was alright, I know my producer's looking over my shoulder right now. He's not a fan. He carries, like, a bullwhip in his trunk. Not gonna yeah. Oh, fuck, I shouldn't have said it. He told me not to tell anyone. Bonjour, mademoiselle. That's my hardest part. That's why I never get hired. It's like I just start bursting out laughing at everything. Bonjour, mademoiselle. That was okay. I'd give my own self a thumbs up on that. I was like, "Yeah, that's not right, man." General yeah. Yeah, yeah. I wanted to talk with, David Letterman, like, over the I had a dream. dream I was, like, on it. His show is no more, like, he does podcasts, but Dave Letterman, man, was like I could at least, like, yeah, if he had, like, "We're gonna call in, Mr. X from whereverville, and he's gonna come on our show and but the only qualifying factor is he's got to have watched more than a dozen late night show productions, or more than 3 dozen late night shows. So you watch like Late Show with David Letterman like 72 times type thing with your mom. So it's like you're clearly eligible to fit the um, casting director shit criteria. I don't mean shit. I mean criteria. Criteria is the British might say. And then so then you go on Dave Letterman and it's like what Dave Letterman, he's nasty, hyper intellectual, intimidating. That's what all the Hollywood starlets like. He does not hold back. Like he is just scathing and mean. He's a mean, and that's what draws people to. That's his audience. They're like, yeah, this guy's a sharp wit. He doesn't mince his words. It's like, but he's got the like. Who am I to even speak of the great Dave Letterman, right? I'm just breaking it down in the aftermath. It's like I grew up watching him with my mom, who is, oh man, miss my mom. Yeah, Dave Letterman. Back to the slice. Back to reality. Friends watch me on here. Today is Sunday. I spent like Thursday and Friday working hard. Not hardly working. I was working hard. I was like actually like with a shovel, with a like down shovel caliper type style, pulling dirt, digging holes, running wheelbarrows. And I'll tell you what, I wanted to touch on that subject as well as like any day, as much as that sucks, like I should just be trading money and driving Corvettes and shit. But uh not the case. Any day I can get out of bed, go to a job, uh and it doesn't this happens to be labor intensive, like you can say like hard labor. Like I'm not a huge dude, smoke cigarettes. It's like running around wheelbarrows like across the backyards and stuff. You feel it. You feel it at the end of the day. But I just so grateful that I'm capable of doing that. Thinking about I've watched so many YouTube videos or stuff that presents itself like in the public uh, sphere, uh, inspiring stories of people born without an appendage, like they're missing their left arm is like cut off at the elbow, and they persevere, or even greater than that, like no legs. Well, I got no legs, but yeah, I'm enjoying life. doing my thing, you know? It's like that makes me reluctant to complain about anything. Um, Thank God, thank God that I was born without any uh, debilitating type uh, impediments. You know, it's like, yeah, I don't mean to get so deep. I wanted to keep this subjective, but it's turned into some kind of universal quest to figure out what's going on in the world. You know, the world. It's round, nice and round. Got this like strange text the other night, last night, and I didn't get to bed until 4 o'clock because I was on chat roulette. I was I was really high and not only high, but also was a little bit drunk. And I was in the basement. I'm in the garage right now, but I was in the basement tending to the wood stove and then doing chat roulette on my mobile computing device. It's like because my phone's got like two cameras and everything. I'm just set her up, but I'm in the dark. I'm like haven't paid the power bill since last May or something. You know, it's like just let it rack up, and they can, yeah. Anyway, yeah. So I'm in the dark, and I'm like by the wood stove, you know, blazing away. It's nice and cozy, and and then I'm doing on the little handheld device. You know, I'm doing chat roulette, talking to someone cross like across the universe, bro. And they're asking me why it's so dark, and I'm like, well, what I did, I took one of these like old mirrors from my aunt Penelope, big round dish mirror, you know, like a round frame and everything. A little piece is missing. It's so old. It's probably like 70 years old. And then I put it on ground floor, like opposite where I'm sitting by the fireplace, because when I smoke cigarettes, I don't like smoking in the house. Um, Even though like that went on for like 20 years, like for the last 5 years, 6, 7, there's been like very little smoking in the house. Not like if I have an esteemed friend come to visit and something, I'm gonna put out an ashtray and yeah, smoke. You know, one night of one or two people smoking is not that bad. I don't think, not in my estimation. I can imagine like, oh, I can't live in this house because I can clearly smell secondhand smoke. It's just too much, you know. It's like what kind of shaman or like you know? It's like, really, is that bad? But yeah, yeah. What was my overarching point? I can't remember. I just drink from my little old Tim. Well, that's a big mug, man. This is like you could you could probably. I wonder. Here's a test. Like, could a whole large Tim Hortons coffee, would it spill over if you poured it into this? If I were a betting man and just looking without doing the math, I would say it would this is like holds one double it'd be like right on the precipice. It would be it was like you tip it and it's gonna spill, right? Ah, man, oh man. It's like yeah, being a YouTuber, it's not easy, man. It's start considerations. Like anytime I upload a video or I do the live, you know the question, right? And then I'm like, ah, like, what am I gonna say that's like untoward or it's like probably a lot of stuff. So I go the safe route, like no, no kids, man. It's like they're vulnerable mindsets and all this, you know. Yeah. So it's just a safe route, you know. I don't want to. Last thing I want is some kind of legal trouble or anything. It's like, oh well, you said the F word, and my little Billy is so impressionable that he picked it up from you, and now his grades tanked, and oh, it's been nothing but ever since he watched your video. And you labeled it like it's for kids, and and then what do I say, like, in the court of law, like, I'm getting civilly sued, and I'm like, "Ah, gosh darn, I just, your honor, believe it or not, I have this, penchant for drinking booze every night, and I did not know that, the subject in question had any kind of predilection towards picking up on bad speech. Wink, wink. And it's like she already sent her note. Like I like it with your robes on, but I'd like to see your robes like on the side of my bed. And get the female judge, man. That's like legal 101. You believe me. Depending on the yeah, that's the key. That's like well, that is I think that's law school 101, like, if you're gonna be a trial lawyer, you've got to, time the judge circuitry. It's like, "Oh, incoming is, she's really soft on crime." Like, if you're a criminal it's a criminal case or something, it's like, yeah, yeah. That's your defense lawyer, like, you're thinking, like, "Oh, here comes Judge XYZ, and he's like a liberal arts student wannabe dude. Yes, we're going, we're gonna set the trial date. Like we want him, we want him to preside." In the middle of the night, I go walking in my sleep through the valley of darkness and the river so deep. You're always looking for it's pretty nice. It's pretty cool. I got I got a light in my face, like it's like I'm on a spotlight, eh? But I got a thermometer. It's like a disc, and I'm thinking it's crazy. It's not. No, I think this is pretty typical for where I live. It's like It's not gonna get freezing temperatures, like, until, like, early November, and at least that's the last, like, trend. Call it, like, 5-year trend. 30 years ago, it was like, long stretches of intensely cool, well, cool, but freezing temperatures, like, temperaturely wise speaking, like, we're talking, yeah, this is where Fahrenheit meets Celsius in the scale, like, one's going like this, and the other is, it's like -40 on the on the, uh on the scales. That's where they're exciting. You start at -40, you work your way up. Fahrenheit goes in more leaps and bounds, and then Celsius is where I guess, I don't know, talk to your math professor about logarithms. Mm, but yeah, that's cold. It gets you want a Halloween stories, like hundreds of people froze to death that night because nobody would let them. So you just imagine, like, I feel like Stephen King here. Um, you can well imagine what if like there's mm, like dangerously cold temperatures, and someone walking around in like an autumn type windbreaker in -40. You're not gonna get far. You're gonna get skin damage at the least. You know, you're gonna like freeze to death, freezing to death. So I think, you know, enduring a northern Canadian winter is until you've done it, like until you've experienced that level of dangerous coldness. You don't you don't know. Like if you grew up in the tropics, it's like you're never worried about, oh, we're gonna freeze to death. What do you worry about? You got other things on your plate, like, is there gonna be a tidal wave wash away our house, or uh, is there gonna be a political uprising? Like, we did have that in Canada recently. Everyone I know who's like cool, like loves that trucker protests, like as much as like you can see, like if I was a downtown Ottawa resident paying all these taxes and like thinking I'm gonna get a quiet night before work tomorrow, and then there's like honk 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 honk, and it's like so I can appreciate that, but yeah, the fact I I don't know if it was like manufactured or who really pulls all the top level strings, like it's like you're a marionette on the stage, and like all is the guy pulling your strings, but who's pulling his strings, right? Uh, and then, like, you might not even consider that, eh? It's just like, "Well, I'm getting my strings pulled, and I know who's pulling them." So I just, go through the motions, and, and do your thing. I'm gonna sing a little song, and it's like, oh, no, you get yanked, and you're like, I guess I'm not singing today." Guess I'm not singing today. Yeah, not every day is a singing day. Mm, mm, mm. While I'm here, I know I do these long podcast things, but while I'm here, like, I really, um, and I did want to talk about this. I didn't want to talk about. I've been living without, like, city power, like municipal power hookup. Like, my house has no power, and it hasn't since late May. I think, yeah, power went off first, and then the gas went off, like early June kind of thing, I think. And so since then, I've been living without and persevering. Quick story, like, I went back to high school in my 30s, even though I, like, graduated and stuff, like I told them, like, because it was, like, worth, like, 800 bucks a month, or that, like, back then, that wasn't a lot, but it was still, like, that's substantial, like, 400 bucks every 2 weeks, like, enough for, like, going, going down to the local and, uh, buying a round of drinks type thing, and, so I signed up. I was like, so at, like, age 30, I'm going back to high school class at a local community college, and, it's fun. It's really fun. You actually, going to school, you learn. If you pay attention, if you're not, like, you don't got your earbuds in or whatever, you just listen to the old teacher, and he's telling you, like, "Oh, here's African geography. Here's Mauritania. Here's Egypt. Here's uh, Congo," like, so on and so forth. And there's so many countries in Africa, and it's like, yeah, like, most people don't even think about that. Like, and like, you know, my people, like, if you ask them, like, name me 20 countries in, Africa, and be like, well, Africa is all one. We think of Africa, it's just all one homogeneous, uh, geographical territory or something like that, eh? Unless you're involved, unless you're someone in, like, that's in your, like, even if you're a dentist, you're maybe not thinking about, like, all the countries in Africa, but go to high school at community college, you're gonna learn that, and then do a test. I love, like, acing tests. It's like, "Oh, you're gonna test me, are you?" And I'll be like, pull out that, protractor, you know, get the, um, get the put on the cone hat, you know? Some call it a dunce cap, I call it a wizard's tower, man. Put that on your head, all the knowledge just filters in, and you'll never have any doubt making the correct answer. It's like, man, what else can I talk about while I'm here? What time is it? It's getting late. It's like almost quarter to 9 in the evening on a Sunday, and I'm scheduled to work tomorrow, so I'm like, I don't know what I gotta it's gonna my foot's all messed up. So actually feeling better though. So I think, yeah, I I would recommend recommendations on YouTube. What's really uh, this is one like people like I couldn't even convince my best pal to watch it, but I find it intriguing. Is the Far Sight Institute? The Far Sight Institute. It's like no joke. They've been at it. I think they're over like at least a decade. They've been at it, and I've been like, um, uh, pessimistic about their longevity, but they're still here today. This Doctor Courtney Brown, and it's like says some of the most outlandish stuff that's like entirely unbelievable. Like I'm thinking like from the get-go, it was a creative arts project. Uh, these like the black babes from Atlanta doing the remote viewing on marker boards. And I just listen to that all day. And black babes on marker boards, man. Yeah, just keep switching those erasable marker caps on and off. Hit that board. Hit that board, mama. Hit that board, mama. Yeah. Uh, uh, Come over, hang out. I'll sing you a song on guitar before hopefully you come over with a bouquet of tulips. That's what I like. Bouquet of tulips. Mm. I'm gonna say like it's been a slice. I'm gonna cut this video short, but I am not going to. I'm going to keep on. I'm gonna have another bad boy dart here. Oh, bad boy darts. It just never seem to end. If I had a connection and the wherewithal, if I if I had a connection and the wherewithal, I would probably just be smoking like a hand rolled Nicaraguan super cigar, right? I'm just, call me unsophisticated. But these are special cigarettes. I showed you they're not as advertised, but like I was kind of hoping for a sickle shaped cigarette. It's got these boring old straight smoking stuff. Mm. American Spirit. That's what I'll like hold to the camera here. I don't like. There's no other. If I'm smoking anything else, like if they're out of American Spirits because I bought them all, um, like they offer me alternatives. Like last time it was like Camel Full, which were you know that kind of fucking ass smelling American for it's like call it robust, but not anywhere near like the even though they call this American spirit, I'm pretty sure it's Canadian tobacco. And it is like if you notice, some people light a smoke and it's like puff, 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 and it's done. So I swear to God, they must fill them with sawdust. This is like a real bona fide type cigarette. Smooth, tastes good. Yeah, I don't mean to condone smoking. It's never too late to start smoking. I'd be a hypocrite if I said, "Oh, don't you ever smoke. That's bad. You'll get hooked." If not being hooked or if being hooked is bad, then I wanna be bad. I know that's not good. Not good solid advice. This is why I didn't make this video for kids because, yeah, I don't wanna be like the ooh, someone come back to me like 10 years from now, like some mom is like, "Oh, my son Billy listened to you on YouTube and then he started doing this and that, and now I'm coming after you, fella." I'm like, "Oh, God, I didn't even remember doing that." Like, "Oh, good God, lady, no, no, don't spend your money like that. You're gonna regret it." It's yeah. Yeah, I just don't want that to ever happen. That's why I select, made for kids, not I'm choosing the latter just to be on the safe side, you know? I would say I'm not the worst role model for youngsters, but, clearly I'm not really smashing at home, you know? Unless you consider, like, what I do, like, doing what I want, that's a plus. Working sporadically, mm, has its advantages. Mm, not really cool, like, most of the people I look up to, like, have, like, serious careers and stuff, and I'm like, "Oh, how come I couldn't do that?" And I could you have? Could you have? Could you have? I set the bar low, I think, like, gosh darn, at least I'm not on the street, like, begging for dosh, someone else's dosh, or, having to scavenge, you know, which is probably a great fear, like, we live under the thumb of a feudal, system at the end of the day, and it's like, ooh, suddenly, government, like, chops our, our social benefits or something. And you're like, "Ooh, what am I gonna do?" You gotta come up with something. You gotta bring home the bacon, especially you got young kids. Man, I don't know how the parents do it, man. That's the thing. They don't talk to me or ask me financial advice. I'm not the best to uh, uh, met it out. But I can give youngsters don't have kids yet advice. Say work hard while you can and save money. Oh man. Oh, where did it go? Where did it go? I'm looking at. I gotta replenish my drink. Hmm, not yet. Yeah, if this is radio, it'd be like dead silence. That's like radio's biggest nemesis. Like if you're because someone's like, you want more and more listeners, so you got someone in driving their pickup truck, and they're like on that. It's like, oh, I like to listen to a good radio station, and they hit the scan button, or back in the day, they're going up and down, like tuning the dial, like this, like you know, all the way left, and then all the way right. And then until you tune into something. So if there's the radio silence, you might skip past, and even the intelligent, like the push button, like seek on a radio, car, I mean, a car radio. So it could be any radio stationary. Anyway, like you push seek and it's like it goes through, and then it has like certain threshold where it's gonna like grab on to a station. Um, yeah. So you need constant affirmation, like on the radio. It's like radio silence. Radio silence killed the radio station. Remember that like video killed the radio star? Radio silence kills the radio station. That is like the ultimate no-no. I'm not even a radio guy, but I know that much. Like that, like yeah, you cannot have dead air, as they call it in the industry. And I do listen to a lot of radio, uh, mainly CBC, because that's what tunes in on the FM dial in my truck. It's like the only alternative is mass manufactured country station. Like all they want to do is sell you a fucking Dodge Ram, right? So CBC it is. Even I won't go into it. I think you know what I was about to say. It's on your mind, listener. 2101. Every time I look at the time, it's like a repeating number. 2101. Yeah. 1 minute after 9. So I call it in the 9 o'clock of the clock. Who invented the clock? Yeah, those with the sticky up things in the sundial. Sundial, that's what I'm thinking of. That's like you put little like ticks on it and measure. It's like, oh yeah, last year the sun was like this place. Oh, look at it. It's in the same place this year. Wow, what a keen observance, right? And it really would be. Because a lot of people wouldn't think of, oh yeah, I'm gonna do a sundial. But you do the sundial. You do the garden, the nice garden. tell you what, like, I did a garden this year, and, I did manage to grow, like, some beets. Um, Carrots were pretty pathetic. They were like this big. It's like I pulled out these, like, little carrots. It was like, gee, it's, like, hardly worth my effort planting them in the first place. But, hey, they're still, like, you can throw them in a soup or something. Um, what else? Yeah, I planted, Swiss chard, and it did not really come to fruition. It was just like, I mean, you can eat that stuff. Like, I would welcome a deer to come in and just clean up, like, everything in my garden. Like, come on, Bambi, come on in. Just help yourself. Just just eat all the stuff out of my failed garden. Yeah. Yeah, I wish I could report, like, yeah, the most brilliant garden ever. The, beanstalks, like, just came right up along the trellis. The, potatoes galore, just digging them up I can't dig them up fast enough. The, 19 beets, you know, beet greens, uh, sunflower seeds, and all these garden goodness, Mhm. Beets, Mm. I guess this is my channel. I'm not on chat roulette, so I can, like, go off camera without, like, someone's gonna skip me. You're talking to someone, and if you do chat roulette, well, like, probably not. I think it's, like, kind of slim minority in North America maybe that engages in such outward behavior. Um, yeah, I'm actually looking for my little bottle of booze. Maybe I left it up on the deck. Oh, what's this? Oh, feel some weight, but it's just that tape measure. Oh, I'm almost entirely certain it's down here. I know this is boring. I was thinking of a song. Oh, sometimes it's too late to sing. No, not yet. Oh, my darling. Oh, my darling. Oh, my darling Clementine. You were lost and gone forever. Dreadful sorry, Clementine. And it goes on into, like, minor 69er. I think that's like 1869. Def not 1969. Like, 1969 is like Austin Powers, like driving an MG on the streets of Great. I mean, you're not thinking about coal mining in what year was it? 69, 1969. No way. No way it was going 18th century beforehand, yes. 'Twas a minor 69er. Let's look up the lyrics, man. I love that song so much. Ah, gee, this light's all over. Okay, can do it. And Clem, Clem, and Tine T I Clementine. Well, I wrote in Vlementine. Let's see if it corrects me here. Oh no. Oh boy, can I change it? It's hard. I've been living in the dark a long time. Ah, boy. See, Clementine. We're doing karaoke on Blake's YouTube channel. Clementine. Do 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 do. See, we get the lyrics. Ah, gee, I've got a DuckDuckGo is like so unintuitive, which sometimes is nice. Lyrics there now. Oh, I've done this before. It seems. All right, check, Mike. Oh, I'm gonna get taxed. So everyone wants to tax me. I can't. I picked the wrong website. It seems. Okay. In a cavern, in a canyon, excavate dwelt a miner 49er and his daughter Clementine. Oh, my darling. Oh, my darling. Oh, my darling Clementine. You are lost and gone forever. Dreadful story, Clementine. Light she was, and like a fairy, and her shoes were number 9. Herring boxes without topses. Sandals were for Clementine. So forgive me, my scroll is touchy. Sing that one again. This is how I practice on YouTube. Light she was, and see, this is not my natural. I'm a tenor. You can tell I'm a tenor. So I have to gear down a little bit, you know, get into the baritone range. The baritone, what do you call it? The getting the baritone. Register. I gotta get in the baritone register. Or do I? I just do it natural. Light she was, and like a fairy, and her shoes were number 9. Herring boxes without topses, sandals were for Clementine. Oh, my darling, oh, my darling, oh, my darling Clementine, you are lost and gone forever. Dreadful story, Clementine. Drove she ducklings to the water, and morning just at 9, hit her foot against a splinter, fell into the foaming brine. Oh, my darling, oh, my darling, oh, my darling Clementine, you are lost and gone forever. Dreadful story, Clementine. Ruby lips above the water, blowing bubbles soft and fine. But alas, I was no swimmer, so I lost my Clementine. Oh, my darling, oh, my darling, oh, my darling Clementine, you are lost and gone forever. I'm dreadful sorry. See, it's inauthentic. I can't do the baritone. I can't do it. My balls aren't long enough. I'm gonna learn that one with the help of scoutsongs.com. Yeah. Thank you, Scout songs. The old Scout songs. I was a Boy Scout. No joke. I was some of the most fun years of my life. Boy Scouting, going ski trips and hanging out with hoi polloi, you know. It's a stranger in a strange land, you know. Oh, I think I found it. Oh, yeah, I might check one too. Am I on the camera? Yeah, I'm gonna a little finisher offer. I don't know if I'm gonna make it to work tomorrow. Story of my life. It's like another podcast I'll tell you about, like all the jobs I've loved before. Do-do-do. Well, I've traveled in and out their doors. I'm glad that I applied. I'll tell the reason why to all the jobs I've loved before. And in and out these economic times. Dun, dun, dun. That's not, off the cuff. Off the cuff. No, no joshing around. Uh, mm. One thing you know, currently like working with a bunch of juveniles. They're like 17, you know. Was like, man, I'll tell you what, the stuff they say makes a guy like me blush. Like, you know, or sort of person I pretend I my you know, thinking like, "Oh, yeah, I'm just like my mom and dad." I've never been exposed to, creeping degeneracy or anything. The way these kids talk, I'll tell you, man, wow. It's like it's like no filters. I guess that's maybe always the way. But they don't smoke cigarettes like back in, back in the, you know, early '90s when I was like, 15 or 16. Um, everyone smoked. Adults, kids, everyone smoked cigarettes. And I never I never quit. Mhm. Mm. I don't mean to advertise, like, you don't wanna be like me, waking up at, 3 AM like, right? No, it's not. Mm. It's like something like when you go for a drive and life, it's like, yeah, and drive at the same time. It's pretty unique sort of, marriage. So the cigarette and the automobile, you know, gonna hop in the auto and, like, fucking light up a smoke and then, like, put it in gear, fucking go. It's like smoking a cigarette, your goggles, your driving goggles on, like, "Oh, yes, shift into 3rd. We're only doing 70 miles an hour. We're shifting into 3rd." I kinda if you don't have a cigarette, like, I can imagine, like, flying a plane without, like, having at least a cigarette, if not, like a cigar. If I'm going up to higher altitudes, man, I wanna mark the occasion, like, light a cigar and, like, yeah, it's me and my Cessna X-170, you know, just, like, just kinda, you know, yeah, just pulling up the yaw, whatever, yaw, pitch, pitching up, then, it's like, "Ooh, look, we're heading into cloud cover at, like, 900 feet," you know? We're not even that high yet. Like 900 feet, that's not that high. Could be clouds, like, drifting around there, just fly right through them. It's like, fuck you, clouds. I'm just gonna fly right through you." Just just go right through those fucking clouds. It's like Joni Mitchell saw the clouds from both sides, What does that mean? Like, she took some acid and, like, the sides from both sides now. No, nobody remembers lyrics. So I don't know, something about life's illusions or what does that fucking mean? You know? Joni. Joni. Can you imagine taking like, oh, this is my wife, Joni? Like, what's her real name? Janelle. Janelle is French. No, I'm knocking. No, I'm like, what would my mom say? Like, if I brought, Joni Mitchell, like if I were of the same age at the time and everything. I don't mean any disrespect. I really don't. I'm just like, I'm thinking like if I brought Joni Mitchell home, like my mom would eat her apart. Like, so what do you even, she wouldn't understand. Like, put up a parking lot. Like, today is paradise, put up a parking lot. My mom would be like, yeah, put up the parking lot. Forget the, paradise shit. Parking lot makes money. Fucking paradise is like tourist dollars, maybe, you know. It's like my mom likes certainty without a veil. And my dad, party, 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 party. That's where I get it from. Like, uh, work hard, play hard, you know. So something to be said for that. Tell you what, work sucks, but if you can actually go, you know what? It's a satisfying feeling. If you can go and do the hard work, get it, hate to be cliche, get her done. You get it, you get her done. At the end of the day, you got something done. You actually did something. You actually achieved, even if it's not a great monumental feat, you've done something. You've actually done something beneficial. It's the antithesis of destruction. Like, if you want to be a warmonger, so blow it all up, man. So it's like World Trade Center. Yeah, blow it up, man. How many fucking hours went into building that structure? Just meticulous fucking pounding fucking bolts and putting in concrete and all this stuff, pumping concrete up. What the fuck? How do you even do it? Like, monumental achievement, and then it just like comes toppling down. It's like, what? Ah, really makes you think. It's so like, I know I'm not alone. I know that I am not alone when I say that I spend too much time, according to who, right? Like, what's enough time? Like, thinking, just sitting and thinking. And I'm like, right now I'm thinking, uh, regionally speaking, you've got, embattled teachers union here in my province, right? It's like close to home, and regrettably, like, I don't have any kids in school, so, I can't directly relate to anyone. But I can well imagine it's difficult for parents that are accustomed to, the 2 incomes. Mom and dad's gotta work, probably hits those parents, especially hard. Um, they're like, "Ah, gee, when is the state gonna capitulate?" And they did. I made some kids at work laugh. I'm like, I just said, uh, "Government beats teachers," and then the kid on the wheelbarrow started chuckling. I had to put it down. He was like, I was like, to him that was funny. I thought, I mean, god darn, I don't wanna take sides. Actually like a non-unionized teacher, believe it or not. Way back in the day, I taught, uh, mainly guitar lessons, a little bit of piano, music, as a music teacher. It was like my first, um, after graduation type job. I'd worked like local Zellers, um, in high school. Didn't want to. I thought it was a waste of time. It turned out I was right. But um, dad made me. It's like, "You're getting this job. You better work." And I was like, "Oh, man." And then the lady like interviewing me, she drives a Mercedes. I'm thinking, like, my 16-year-old mind and says, "What does your husband do to afford you a Mercedes?" Because clearly, like, working at Zellers, like, it's not like Mercedes level shit. And then, yeah, these fucking boomers think they got everything under wraps. They have no idea. No fucking idea, man, how the world works. They just grew up on sitcoms. Ancient Egypt, they think the aliens built the pyramids. That's the typical boomer mindset. Like, yeah, it's alien tech. They don't even know what they're intrinsically capable of. These boomers, like and then they have kids because they're all horny in the 60s. Hey, this is rock and roll. It's like, suck tits, like dick, blah, blah, blah. All the lyrics are like, I, I didn't mean to put it that way, but you can go your own way. And that's like, yeah, forget God's way. Don't be celibate. Just, you know, just have fun, pump flesh, you know, do it your own way, man. Because, yeah, your way is different than everyone else's. So that's the boomer generation, man. It's all iconographic. It's like you got, you know, let's say a rough and tough biker stitch on a logo. It's like Hell's Fury. Yeah, it's like, don't mess with me. You got to put on your vest, Hell's Fury. It's like, fire up your dirt bike. Like 2 blocks down. Now, what are you gonna do there? Well, go to jail. That's what all my friends did. Mm. Yeah, jail. Speaking of jail, that's like the alternative. Better than being home. Well, go to jail. You get 3 squares and a chair. You got you got to play some cribbage. If you're shrewd, you can get smokes. I don't know if you can even smoke in jail anymore. I've never been to jail. I'm thinking back in the day, like you got like outside connection, and bring in smokes and um, like Werther's mints or Werther's candies, little toffees. That's my favorite. I'm not a really sweet tooth guy, but if I see like a Werther's, I'm like, oh yeah, like I'm at the bank or I'm at like law office or something. If they've got Werther's out there, most candies I don't touch, but yeah, if I see a Werther, if they've got Werthers on there, I'm having one. I'm just gonna help myself. I'm just yeah, Werther's. Oh, it's nice, the perfect balance of sweetness and the way they slowly melt in your mouth. The Werther's little those little perfect little candies. Like, you know, I'm not like I say, like I'm not a guy like oh candy, I have friends like that. Like I put out a bowl of candy and it's like it's gone before they before they leave, like within, a couple hours. Like this whole bowl of candies that would last me like, you know, 3 months. It's like it's depleted in one sesh. It's like, man. It's like yeah. It's like their eyes light up when they see a 2 liter of Coca-Cola, like something I don't even drink. I'm like, yeah, like glass of Pepsi is. Uh, yeah, yes, please. That's I'm joking around. Like if someone like pulls out like a Scotch bottle, I'm like trying to pretend I'm not like all over it, eh? Like, oh, yes, I wouldn't mind, a splash of scotch. Like in my mind, I'm like, got to have it. Got, oh, give me the whole bowl. Work day tomorrow. Mm, I think I might actually be able to go to work. That's tough, man. Like the older you get, like getting up early. So like today I slept till 3 in the afternoon. I was surprised I slept in that much. Thinking, thank God I'm not, obligated or responsible. Like if I was on town council or something, it's like, what happened to Counselor Warm? That's my Warm. Warm is my last name. Uh, Mr. Warm. What happened to Mr. Warm? He was supposed to show up. He told us all that he'd be showing up for this meeting, meeting of counselors. I don't know, I imagine they have those, like, once in a while. So they can all get together and, like, pick each other's brains and stuff like that, right? And I'm, like, absent from it. I'm like, "What happened to Mr. Warm?" And then, like, okay, this is fantastical, but, like, it's like one of the fellow counselors has a crush on me, eh, and she's like makes it her mission to figure out why I'm, like, consistently absent even though I've been elected, like, I'm like, "Ah, fuck. Ah, for fuck's sakes." I always why can't she just leave me alone? Won the election, I'm getting a paycheck, like, I'm not what am I gonna do that's gonna last thing I wanna do is rock the boat, in the community. I'm like, yeah, I just like trying myself in the mindset of being a elected official, and I'm like, then like there's always gonna be some woman, right? You can't escape the womanity. It's gonna be some woman who's gonna start like critiquing uh, your indecorousness, and it's like, ah, lady, you can't address her. The moment you reach out to her, she's just like gonna be like giddy, and then ooh, he actually talked to me, and then like you're like, ah, gee, I got this public service thing going on. I gotta release a statement. So get down to the keyboard, and it's like, with how to even start that? Like, given the complexities of our time, or something, like do some shit opening. Uh, Given the complexities of our time and the nature of economic difficulties or something. So everyone relates to that, right? And then and it's like, and then you release that, and then she's even more enamored with you. She's like, "Oh, his words are so they resonate." I'm like, "Oh fuck, I didn't mean that to happen." And then go on and on. This is all like a fantasy I'm just having. Is it too late to get more booze? You know what? It's not, but I'm gonna smoke some weed. Oh, I put a couple of roaches away, but I can't find them in the dark. Happy Halloween! What are you doing for Halloween? Setting up a little front lawn display. That's a lot of people do around here. Got the front spooky stuff set up on the lawn, and then the kids march around, and it's like trick or treat. Ah! You just gotta imagine a group of kids showing up at your door. They're like, "Trick or treat, smell my feet, give me something good to eat." And they just look at you like deadpan. You're like, "Oh my god." And they all have black eyes. Like you're like, "Okay, take all my Kit Kats." Dude, get away from the doorstep, you ghouls. You ghouls. Oh, man, where'd my cigarette go? It's like there's still smoke rising somewhere. Oh, it's in the ashtray here. Smoking the wrong one. Yeah, happy Halloween. Um, yeah, I'm gonna talk about my duck soup. A few days ago, I made the broth, like boiled the bones of the duck. I barbecued the duck. What better way to do duck than on a barbecue? So I like loaded up the Weber barbecue with coal, you get the flame going first and then get the coal going nice and then just threw the duck on there. I don't even think I spatched it. Uh, Maybe I did. Rubbed it with salt a little bit and then threw it on the Barbie and just kind of let her go. I wasn't what do you call it? Obsessive about the whole procedure. Just kind of threw it on the barbecue, shut the lid, got up to like good temperature, I think like 350 degrees, and then just let it go. I did score the breast. It's got like thick skin, ducks compared to chicken. I have a lot of experience cooking chicken, so I'm not a super expert or anything, but do chicken like that. But a duck does a lot of flying, eh? So it's got like that thick thick breast. So you kind of cut that before you throw it on, doing it like a checkerboard pattern. This way, perpendicular, like in a crosswise hatch, if you will. And then just threw it on the barbecue. I don't think no marinade, nothing. Just straight in the barbecue. And tell you what, turned out overdone. I overdid it slightly. Like it wasn't horrible, but it was overdone, I think. And it's dark meat. Like eating that, I made like some duck sandwiches, and I made a soup. I took the all the bones and boiled them on the wood stove in a roasting pan downstairs, and about like good like 3.5 hours, and what resulted was like a really nice broth. You know, it's like not ducky tasting or anything. It's the only thing I noticed about duck, the skin. The skin I fed to my dog. I just couldn't get past the texture of that duck skin. It was like I'll eat chicken skin or fish skin. Um, but yeah, the duck skin, that was a little too grainy or something. Something was like, didn't I was like, I was taking it out of my mouth and like feed it to my dog. Hey, Mila, you like this, right? And sure enough, yeah, she just gobbled her down. Didn't care. But that's duck soup, and it was simple. It was like I had the duck broth chilling on the back deck in the cooler temperatures. I like made we call it a roux. It's like or a stock. So I got the broth, and now I'm making a soup stock. And so the soup stock is like 2 little onions, um, 5 5 cloves of garlic, kinda chopped randomly, like, you know, um, and that's it. I didn't put carrots or celery or anything. I just put a olive oil. This is the sound I when I'm doing olive oil, I'm like, put lots of olive oil in the pot, put in the onions and the garlic, and then hit the heat, and like stir them up till it turned down the heat nice, you know. Um, on my camp stove, like I don't have power or gas like at my residence, but uh, I do have a little camp cook stove. Um, turn down the heat and like onions, garlic, and it's like filling the air with good, good times, good time olfactory sensations, and then so I do that, and then meanwhile, on my charcoal barbecue, I've got um, medallions of cabbage. A red grill, the grill's going, and a couple, two, like a pair of Anaheim peppers. They're like these, like 7-inch hot peppers. Eh? Got them. They were on sale at the grocery store, so I thought, "Oh, I'll try them out." And so I roasted them as well, like along with the cabbage. And then I had some sausages on there too, you know. Don't let a good charcoal barbecue go to waste. And then tell you what is interesting is that when I read it, like I kind of left the lid on the barbecue, let her roast, and then I'll go have a cigarette break. When I came back, the the cabbage was like it was like chips, like potato crisps. I was like, "Ooh, like that's all crispy." Cabbage chips. I thought like that. If you could like mass produce that and put it in a little bag, you become a cabbage baron, right? You could be like like put it on the market, like do a commercial. It's like you eating, loser? Potato chips? I'm eating cabbage crisps, you know? And it's like, yeah. That's what now, like after having my cabbage crisp on the barbecue, I'm now like looking down on everyone else like eating, their sour cream and onion chips and stuff. It's like, oh man, how come you're not eating cabbage crisp? What are you a potato man through and through? And like some people say, like, yeah, I prefer, I tried cabbage crisps and you know, they're okay, but yeah, I'm still into the potato, versus cabbage. It's like, yeah, at least you're honest, right? I know that I know this is deep and deep delving, the double D. It's like back in high school, I was like not so cool, not as cool as I am now. Uh, uh, but it's such uncool stuff that I don't even want to. I don't know, recount it. Some of the like, you know, for total redemption, I've got to get into a cage match. I've got I've got to fight, and I like fighting, like to actually fight. It's like pretty dangerous. If there's no ref, you might have a fight to the death. It's like you actually like imagine ending someone's life just with your own like two fists, then and getting away with it, like you know, and then dude's mom like you killed my only boy, and you're like, oh God, you know, he hit me first. Like, well, come over and have some wine with me. No, I'm not going to do that. Never, never, ever be an interloper. This is what young people ask me all the time. Uh, how do we proceed given all the circumstances and everything like that's going on in the world? I'm like, ah, good gosh, you know, you're asking me the tough questions here. Like, never, ever interlope. Maybe you're someone who's like done some interloping in your day, and you can email me romancealberta@gmail.com and tell me about how that worked out. I'm gonna guess generally, you know, if it worked out well. This is, like, quite frankly, I do know. I shouldn't say interlopers necessarily. Interjectors. Like if I like imagine me like playing stepdad to someone. I don't mean I know it's not uncommon. Um, imagine, you know, okay, imagine someone who's got their act together, who's like as good looking as me and as smart as me, but has money, getting together with uh, a woman who is recently divorced with like juveniles in the mix. What the F, you know? It's like you be the nicest guy. She could have all the great intentions in the world. Even the father of these children could be like cool headed, I guess, you know. I'm thinking like I'd be, you know, if the mother of my children is courting or like someone's courting the mother of my children, and my children are exposed to this man, you know, who may or may not be as nice as my ex-wife tells me. I'd be like, I'd be like hiring a private investigator to make sure. Just, it's like, god damn it, I couldn't imagine being that, like, and you know, yeah. I guess I just said it. It's my feelings on the issue. It's like, I can hear Morse code coming through I think it might be my bookshelf speakers. I could like switch the light around. You can see I got that AKG mic. Check 1, 2, testing. Um, this make me sound crazy, but I swear to God, I hear it like sort of like a Morse code thing coming through. Beep 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 beep. Like monotonic. Beep 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 beep. I don't speak trinary language, so I don't. Matters not to me what they're trying to communicate over the airwaves. Yeah, yeah. So, um, okay. For conclusion, here I've been streaming for over an hour, or well over an hour, almost 2 hours now. Um, and it's my channel, and I'll talk as long as I want. I'm gonna admit, I think this is just a ritualistic. Mm, woo, woo. I got a lot of coffee grinds plus a little bit of liquor in there. I think I polished off all my booze. Sucks. It's like I have friends, they joke around like, yeah, just hook up an IV, man, with like little shots of alcohol. Like, and I'm like, well, what about smokes? Yeah, you can't smoke in a hospital. Or I could just get my own gurney like installed in my house. I was like, come over and visit Blake. He's got something to say. Yeah, he wants to see you. I'm like, yes, come to me. And I'm like laying in a gurney. Like I got an IV hooked up to me, like delivering like little micro doses of alcohol to keep me placated. Like friends come over, and it's like, you summoned me, master. I'm like, yes, I did indeed. Like, you need to go forth and do some asting direction. I need you to find me the next Bob and Mackenzie. Off you go. It's like off they go, and like I'll fund them and give them like you know 7 grand to go on their little journey. Find me the next Bob and Doug McKenzie, next Ricky and Julian. Was heard on the radio this fella Greg Wells. He's won awards. He's worked with like Taylor Swift and written songs, I think, and like been like mega producer. Greg Well, and when I was listening to him being interviewed, I thought like I was like at first I was like, "Oh yeah, this guy," you know, didn't even know him. Like that's my initial thing. It's like, "Oh yeah, this guy." But no, I was like, he broke me down a little bit. I was like, wow, like his like I don't like all the stuff he's done, but his whole approach to the music industry made me rethink my whole life. Like, um, after I think I didn't go through the whole grad ceremony and everything, but I did actually graduate with uh, more than enough credits, and now I can boast like I actually went back to high school in my 30s and attained even more credit. So I might hold a provincial record in terms of like credits achieved in the school system. um, uh, what was I talking about? So, yeah, Greg Wells is like such a cool cucumber, man. I was like, yeah, man. Oh yeah, yeah. Like after high school, like I taught mainly guitar lessons, little piano. Oh, I got a call coming in. That's the most important thing in the world to me is talking to friends. So I'm gonna cut this broadcast short. Hello, Chad. Hey.